Well, Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go one more. 36, 36. 3.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Check 24, check General, West.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's 3rd and 1.
Mike. Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. He's checking. One. Crash.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Matt Milano able to record his 5th sack of the season. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks. Setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? You know when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie that stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Silver.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
We got three. We got three. We got three.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'm going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, echo. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You're not ready. You're not ready. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. One there. Ball.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he locates Walker, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Middle.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong. Too big for you.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. To throw is Rosen. And he finds Skillz, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
3 down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Mike 37. Alert. Quick. And we're going 37.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mike 54. Don't get nervous. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. 7, let's go. Good track, good track. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sag. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he goes out right around the 39. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Elliott takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. 10th carry now for Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Mike 37.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, he's going deep for Brown. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Second and 5 now. Rosen. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. 37 to Mike 37.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Ready? 1, 53. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Wide, get wide.
One.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Monday. Mike 37. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Middle. 37's the Mike 37. Coaching spill. We taking wins home.
Slam. Deuce. Quarter.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Hey, alert. Hug. Hey, foxtrot. 37's the Mike 37.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Hey, we're going 37's the Mike 37.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They go right back to Mack. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
6 man. Check curls, check curls. Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. There's a party now.
Where are they, team?
Check 25. Check 25.
3.
53's the mic. 53. Check.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Switch. 3. 1.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Again, here's Bernard. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Where are they, team?
Football. Show it up. Shit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on second down. Rosen completing it to the right side. Johnson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Middle.
Looking to throw on second down. Rosen on the left side. He finds Beasley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And now it's Rosen looking. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first down.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
One. Go.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the twist. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7. 37's the Mike 37. Watch the back, watch the back.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There we go, 37's the Mike 37.
From the 31, Rosen looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Payne, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Rosen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Monday.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Shit. Mike 37. Let's go, D. There we go, 37.
Back to throw.
Push it back.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, quarter. There we go, 37's the Mike 37. I'm going to run you over.
Play action here with Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
80. 37's the Mike 37. You don't know no better. There we go, 37's the Mike 37. I'm coming after you.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Still's the intended target.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Oh, you got deep? 91 is the Mike.
Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You must. Check 37. Check 37. One. 3. Box trap. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
Now Mariota. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check 99.
One.
Perfect. Go.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. Past the 20. 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. A gutsy decision there going for it on fourth, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be in. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about him taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Philadelphia, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.